Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. We are going to continue our journey in learning just a little bit more of this ancient language a day. Yesterday, we talked about 红白喜事. Chinese use the two color symbols to represent weddings in red and funerals in white, because these are the two color themes on those two types of major life event. And interestingly, Chinese industries categorize both weddings and funerals as joyful events. And today we continue with 红 and 白 in 唇红齿白. It's another setting, totally different. We're done with the marriage about the wedding serials for so far. So now we're transitioning to other characters. In this phrase, 唇红齿白, they are commonly used Chinese expression to depict the useful looking, especially female characters that involves with the red lips and white teeth, and they are regarded as the beauty standard. Okay, red. We just review, it came from this fabric making with craftsmanship. So both symbols are, combined together are the commonly practiced by females in that profession. So fabric making, basically, right? Together, it's fabric making. This is craftsmanship. So craftsmanship plus fabric, so that means fabric making. So weaving is mostly done by females. So we use that profession to represent a color. Probably, I'm guessing females back then wear red a lot, or females somehow is associated with color red a lot more. And so we use this fabric making actually to symbolize the color red. Okay, and white color, we have the sun symbol. That's kind of a sphere looking and with a horizontal line. I chuckled because it's not exactly a sphere looking. It's kind of a kettlebell shape, right? But Chinese characters, here you can almost see the evolution of the language, because originally it's pretty concrete and accurate, realistic rendering of the physical world. And the sphere was a sphere. But eventually, as Chinese, you can see here, these are spheres as well, but we don't draw it as a spherical, like a full circle, because one, circles are difficult to draw, right? And two, for the efficiency of placing our strokes, it's much easier to draw a horizontal line and vertical line, right? See how your wrist work? This is easy. This is vertical line. This is horizontal line, right? But drawing sphere, you're kind of doing the circular motion with your wrist. That's difficult to do. So this is almost like a half sphere, right? And with some rectangles, and that shows the both trying to be realistic, but also abstract enough and efficiency enough for writing purpose. So in any case, this is the sphere with the energy embedded in the middle. So this is not an empty sphere. This is something within it, right? And this horizontal line just represent the energy, the heat, the light coming out of it. And this sun ray is like especially the ray, the light portion coming out of it. So instead of drawing out the full sun with the all rays like spoking out or radiating in all directions, that's too many strokes. So Chinese in this case just simplify, just one is enough to show that's the thing we are meaning to be. So this is the sun with one sun ray coming out of it, and that's enough to show it's the light, the brightness that coming from it. So the brightness from the sun associated with color white. Okay, so we pair this color with lips. Lips, of course, we have this mouth symbol. So lips are the doorkeepers, the doors to the mouth, right? So basically, and this is, you have to, I expected to have the mouth symbol in there. But then the rest of it are pretty complicated characters. And according to scholars, this was was used to mean some soft body sea animal. So it came from physical animal kingdom. And so soft body, I guess this kind of elongated thing is a soft body flowing out and kind of seashell looking, right? But eventually this was used to become an abstract symbol to mean one of the 12 elements, because the Chinese have a way of computing, forecasting the future, right? And their abstracted elements and symbols combined together, and this plus this means that. So a whole mechanism, the algorithm in ancient Chinese to try to figure out how the world operates. So this is the, I think, the third one out of the 13 on that cycle of how the world operates. So this one means kind of shake, kind of actually in earthquake symbol, we do have this at the bottom. So this is related to shaking. And okay, we have the mouth and we have shaking. So this actually originally depicting how your mouth look when you are in shock. So basically you're kind of doing that, right? And this like a gasping moment was eventually extended into the lips. So I guess in this gasping, like people caught off guard, like in shock, a gasp at something, right? That moment, like your lips are super expressive. That's how you look in shock, right? You have your lips stretched out in a circular, almost like a max out the tension on the lips. So that's the most expressive moment for your lips to be the center stage of expression, right? And eventually that like mouth in shock motion was used to refer to lips. Like there, that's the lip moment. Okay, so I have red lips and teeth are white. So teeth are super cute. Before I come to this episode, in my Chinese education, which starts from simplified Chinese, I was like wondering like what these are. Like, I mean, I wasn't really wondering because I was given this, I inherit this. I study like repeat 1,000 times so that the how it's written was drilled into my brain, but I never questioned like why, what all these are about. So, and then until today, when I'm preparing this episode, I say, oh, that's exactly what. Okay, so we have the mouse symbol, right? This is the mouse symbol. Look just like that. I visualize it as like a box, but with up tilted corner at each end. So it's almost like a smiley face all the time. So the smiley face, and then we have this sign, 2 of them on the top, 2 of them on the bottom. That's your upper teeth and the bottom teeth, right? And for Chinese, in its economy of symbols, we just give you enough information out there. Like the sun ray, we just give you one spike to show the sun ray coming from the sun. We don't draw out like 360 degrees of sun rays. Just one is enough. Okay, and like these two, like the knots, just 2 of them is enough to show it's the knotting structure or the spools of the threads connected together, something like that. We just use 2 is enough. So here, the teeth, 2, the upper teeth, just 2 is enough to show the whole full spectrum of your teeth on your upper cavity, not cavity, the chamber of the mouth on the upper side, and then at the bottom side. I mean, how direct and visual that is. But in contemporary Chinese, we lose our teeth. Just one piece remain over there, and this is supposedly the smiley face, the mouth concave shape. And then this is the teeth, just one left there. So that's why I never figure out why that is teeth. Okay, then what this has to do with the full mouthful of teeth, okay? This eventually because this is a visual depicting of the teeth, right? People with basic Chinese understanding of the symbols, like this is the mouth symbol, right? And when you see the mouth symbol paired with this, probably can figure out these means the teeth of the mouth, but how to say it? You don't know how to say it, right? So occasionally, I don't know how occasionally that is. Like I'm not a language expert in documenting how many words are formed in a certain way. I don't exactly have that knowledge or data in front of me, but supposedly some vividly drawn pictures, but people see it, know it, what it means, but cannot say it. So there are such need to pronounce it. So this is the sound maker. I often say I theorize after I've done this long enough to theorize it, that sometimes, like this character, we have the fabric, we have the craftsman's tool, and oftentimes this in Chinese was classified as the meaning maker, sound maker. We call it the 形声字. So some is the shape of things, some is the sound of things. So the meaning and the sound maker combined, that's a 形声字. But a lot of them I find, okay, even the sound maker has its meaning, and it's the combination of two symbols make the full meaning. And just one of them is more generic, like the category about a fabric here. And this is the sound, it's like the sound maker. And then this is a meaning plus sound maker. That's the real 形声字. All the symbols has its meaning in there. It doesn't exist only as the sound maker. That's my theory. Now, this is the breaking point of my theory. So I guess all theories have its boundaries. Okay, so this is the food symbol. It sounds like 纸, and it acts as the sound maker to the meaning of teeth, because I cannot make sense of it. Why would put a foot symbol above the mouthful of teeth over there? It doesn't make sense, right? So this act, this 指, which are, I guess, in a sense, we can regard it, the toes are like the teeth of the foot versus the teeth of the mouth. Maybe there is such a kind of a parallel comparison between the two, like far away organs on your body, your mouth of teeth and your toes on your foot. But this foot symbol, I guess at that time, enough people know how to pronounce it. It's 指. And so it was used as the sound maker here, just as the sound maker, because yeah, I cannot make sense of how the food symbol in front of teeth. You're not kicking somebody, right, on their mouth. So this is just sound maker. Okay, enough of 齿. That means teeth, right? 白. Okay, now I guess we are out of power here. I will record it in another session.